One of the bigger moments in WWE history from the Observer, quote, Raw on January 17th in Toronto was a unique show because it was clearly not a battle to advance storylines or do a good show, but a battle between the writers and the wrestlers against the fans over who was in control of this show. And boy, was it weird. As a whole, the company came off really petty in this regard. Toronto drew nearly 10,000 paid, which is one of the biggest WWE crowds of the past year. And like at SummerSlam, where they sold the building out, it was like the promotion almost resented its fan base. Toronto fans do have a mind of their own, but they're fairly easy to predict. Lawler spent the whole show insulting the fans, calling it Bizarro World, and again complaining that after 8 years, they haven't gotten over Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. Where does the Bizarro World comment come from? Is that a Vince line?
No, I think that's an accurate description.
What do you mean?
I think, when you look at, like the crowds after WrestleMania and the crowds sometimes in different parts of Canada, they are in their own world and they'll react in their own way. And it is what it is. So you can either go with it or you can go against it. So, for Lawler, I think that's Lawler. They're just bizarre.
Why do you think that is? It's been said a lot, the night after WrestleMania, oh, these fans have a mind of their own. But then in Canada, that was certainly the case. What do you make of the comments that, and I know you're going to get hot about it, but it's gotta be at least a kernel of truth in there that maybe Vince or the powers that be, if you will, resent when the crowd isn't sort of going along with the plan.
That is probably one of the silliest comments I've ever heard, because from a writing standpoint, from a promotional standpoint, from a talent standpoint, I've never resented a paying customer in my life. I appreciate everyone that pays and supports promotion. I appreciate everyone that supports this podcast. So to make that inference, to me, is just absolutely ludicrous. Do you wish that they would react in different ways to certain things? Of course you do. Resent? Absolutely not. That couldn't be further from the truth. Never. I've never ever resented an audience for participating in the show, good, bad, or indifferent.
What about when they're chanting what all the fucking time?
That's what they do. They're having fun. They're participating in the show. Thank you.
It's a good attitude to have. Shawn Michaels is going to defeat.
But it is. Here's the thing. Would you rather have 10,000 people chanting what? Or would you rather have 10 people doing nothing?
I'm not arguing.
You argue. It sounds like you're arguing to me.
No, I said it's a good attitude to have. I'm being supportive. God damn it.
I have good attitude.
Well,
I have great attitude.
Well, that's questionable. Shawn Michaels is going to defeat Christian, and it's announced that Edge and Michaels will face off at the Royal Rumble. This isn't the rated R superstar version of Edge, but this is a pretty big damn deal for Edge at this point in his career, is it not? I mean, rub it up against Shawn Michaels. Come on with it.
Oh God, and Edge is absolutely over the moon about it, because it's one of those heroes that Edge always dreamed of working with.
This same show, we would see Batista defeat Viscera. That's right, Big Viscera. And boy, was it one hell of a visual to see Big Dave hit the spine buster on Vis. Man, he's just over like Rover. And the story is that Flair is loving watching Batista improve. And of course, Triple H is scared of it. This is such a super story. And it feels like it takes a village, as they say. I mean, Hunter's doing his part, Rick's doing his part, Batista's doing his part, the fans are doing their part. That whole storyline is one of the better things the company produced, in my opinion. Would you agree?
Sure. And again, because I think people can relate to it, and you get into a situation where you're helping someone come up, and then all of a sudden, hey, wait a minute, man, they're really catching on, and more people are behind them than they are me. So I thought it was a great storyline played out by two guys. And it kind of came from the feeling of whenever, I always would tell the story about Stone Cold, when Stone Cold saw, Rock catching on. God damn, kid, raise a fucking eyebrow, have a couple cute sayings. That don't mean you're over. And Hogan, when guys would come up and he'd go, yeah, brother, they're looking good, but I don't know if they're in for the long haul. Can they last and can they make it? Every top guy, when he feels those young guys nipping at their heels or feels someone coming up, it's only natural. You're going to look at me, I don't know. That was a story we were able to tell and people were able to relate to it.
Well, here's something that, didn't age well. Trish is going to come out and play the total Bret Hart Canadian babyface, saying she hates being in the United States of America. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.